Let's go, baby. Let's go. You ready, Jerry?
Okay.
This is literally the last game of the day. Last game of the day. We waited so long
Sorry,
for
I need to
this.
get more hype. Woo!
Hell yeah, brother bear.
Again, alright.
Alright.
Timber Band, alright, let's go.
Let's go. No
Alright.
timber for Baba today, baby. No. Yep.
I just wish they let it through once, but I guess the grand finals don't want to do that.
Yeah, they don't want to give this up for the. I mean, they played such a tight series so far, and they've done so much to make it all the way. And dude, yeah, like Suns is saying, it's absolutely crazy. Like, okay, so Night Stalker and Timber Band out again. I wonder what hero we'll see picked up in the first phase. Could it?
Oh,
Dude, what a...
oh, yes.
Oh, you wonder what they'll pick here. Oh, it's a liar. Oh, nobody saw that one coming. Oh, they're really shaking it up here. Okay, so on one hand, jokes aside, I kind of understand this, right? Because Milo Tower, I don't know what his skill level is, but whenever you need to fight somebody on a team or like you're playing a game, you target the motherfucker who is new. You target the guy who might not be the most comfortable. You target the guy who might not be used to playing something out of his comfort. And Milo Tower Alaman's the only hero we've seen him play is Ogre and Lion. So they might pick an Ogre for him here, but they're gonna start off with a very surprising pick. This is not a hero we've seen at all the entire day. This is an Earth Spirit, and I have no idea who can play it because as far as I remember, RVRC do not have any Earth Spirit players.
Earth Spirit is a pretty mechanically challenging hero, so I mean these are a bunch of 5k players, so maybe there's one of them who could play it, you know?
Yeah, maybe if we're lucky, there might even be a Jarex among them, but I don't have high hopes. You know, this hero, very high skill. They probably just misclick, probably were trying to pick Earthshaker or something, but we'll have to see, you know. Hopefully this misclick doesn't bite them in the ass too much. Of course, nobody could have seen this one coming. I want to stress again, this is one that nobody saw coming. This
You
is
check
crazy.
they want the remake?
Yeah, okay, let's check the chat real quick. I don't know. Do we need a nurse in here? I happen to know one.
Oh wow, really switching it up with the Jakiro.
Yo, they're fucking turning it around. Of course, I don't think this is the Kyoko Jakiro. We already got our hands full and bellies full with that treat. I think this is more than likely gonna be the safe Milo Tower Alamans Jakiro.
That's a bit pretty interesting. I mean, they have decent catch, decent team fight with these two supports, so just waiting to see what course they pick. Oh, this is the second pick. That's really early. What?
Okay. So here's the thing, right? Yesterday and today we have seen Rip Rap Trip Trapping bust serious ass on this Razor. So if they're confident with it, why not? Just grab it straight out the gate, right? You're against these two heroes, Earth Spirit and Jakiro, and if you feel confident in this pick as Rip Rap, just grab it. What is the counter? Because a lot of the times in the professional scene now, Queen of Pain is supposed to be a counter, but we saw a Believer managing to make it work despite that. Excel's Queen of Pain. Of course, they didn't match it up directly, but right now, the main counter to Razor is Shadow Demon, right? You just purge him, he's fucking sad with his life, he just wants to kill himself, and USP, or rather, he would like, I think if I'm a Razor player, as soon as I get Demonic Purge, I just want to die and reset. Like, we go next, try next fight, right? It's just so sad. But, yeah, this ends up kind of being a pretty boss. Oh, a bit of a disconnect. Milo Tower Alamans. I'm pretty sure there will be a brief disconnect, hopefully. But OD banned out and Puck as well as we get into the second phase.
Reconnected.
Alright, Jerry, I'm gonna need you to take over for a short bit as I take my every match toilet break.
Alright, no problem. I'll just try and keep talking. Hopefully they don't see anything wrong with it. Oh. You know, I wish they'd pick a techies just for laughs. But it's highly unlikely, right? But a man can dream. Teki, Zapach. Really switch things up a little bit, but hey. I'm sorry, boys. I got nothing. This is a really boring spot. Hello.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry. Dyer's ban. Seconds to pick.
How are you doing? Are you giving the people, are you giving the team insightful, the watchers insightful information?
I literally said nothing of worth.
No, okay, but
the
please tell me you
time.
did something. Please tell me you said
Okay,
something.
for the first half, I was talking nonsense. Second half, I said nothing, and I just made the sound. You happy with that? Is that good enough?
Yeah, sure. I mean, okay, the banner on the Tiny is interesting though, because not really a hero that we see a lot. I mean, Baba is terrifying on it, and they might not be worried about picking it a second time. But once again, the OD, Void Spirit, and Kanka bans all targeted XL bans. So, yeah.
Actually, it's a bit strange that they banned out the Tiny. I mean, we've only seen it one game. I didn't that afraid of it. Can't be, right? I mean,
Yeah,
maybe it's just a scare of a counter. Maybe he tosses the Razor away, but
yeah,
I'm
the
not
Tiny
too
ban
sure.
is pretty interesting, but maybe they're kind of thrown for a loop now, because these second phase bans are always a bit weird, right? You ban to protect yourself, or you just ban to protect your mental. If they feel like that game they really couldn't do anything against the Tiny, then maybe banning it out just kind of gives them a bit of peace, right?
Yeah. Understandable. They use a lot of reserve time on RVRC. Maybe they're trying to pick a core hero here. Just gotta wait, see what it is.
Alright, so I mean, we're starting to get into that weird place of the draft where, I mean, we are sitting here thinking of things to say, right? And we're trying to assess what's going on. But at the same time, like, I'm pretty sure RVRC, look at the time ticking down. It took really long. Oh! No, they steal it from Lee Gang. They take it from... This is not the Lee Gang commander. This is the Lee Gang deny. They take it straight out from
the
him.
gang denier. Oh man. Alright, this is a big switch up actually. We haven't seen any LCs yet, right?
Yeah, I don't think so, boys. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the only one we've been seeing is the one from RC4, right? Slimy Ball just kind of busting asses with that mid LC. But apart from that, no one else actually coming forward with the LC.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting pick.
But
maybe trying something new.
I think it's so strong though, but it could be a little scary against the Razor. Of course, you catch him out, and if you get a Blade Mail, you can just kind of make him kill himself, but...
Yeah, I mean, if you don't catch him, if he's nearby, he's just gonna suck you. You're not gonna be able to kill your dual target. So,
Jesus.
okay, you know what I mean, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of it's an interesting pick, but hey, got a lot of time here for USP to pick the next hero.
Mm-hmm.
Think it's gonna be a core or gonna be a support? I feel like it's gonna be a support.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the support draft open. Like, both these teams taking so much time, they just want to make sure that they pick heroes they feel confident in. And I think you guys have watched True Sight, right? I don't know if you guys have, but it's always so important in these last games to just play heroes. Ooh.
Wyvern.
Not a hero once again that we've seen this entire time, but the setup and the counter initiate could prove very scary for them to fight into. They have a lot of heroes that want to go in between Leonidas as well as Legion Commander. And the Winter's Curse as well as the Cold Embrace could really just put a stop to it. Of course, you need to be careful that you're not setting your team up to die with that Cold Embrace, right? Could set up a free duel, could set up a roll, could set up a Ice Path more importantly. But overall, a pretty interesting pick from them.
I think it's gonna be actually pretty good pick. I mean, anyone that LC duels is just gonna co-embrace them. Not gonna take any physical damage. Of course, he set up for magical damage on Jakiro, but I don't think that's that important. And even then, if you out someone, the main target can just get sucked by Razor. When that out ends, Razor's just gonna have all their damage. I think it's pretty good.
Ooh, a Viper pickup. Not once again, not a hero that we've seen quite a lot, but it's gonna come out here in this final game. Have they been saving strats? Oh, there's the Kyoko Wind Ranger. Like we said, it's Comfort City, right? All these players defaulting back to the heroes they love. Now, I'm gonna take a quick look at the favorite. Oh, excuse me, burping quite a lot because of my coke. But let's see whether we have anything to work off of here.
Only 10 seconds.
Okay.
Someone said, "Good talk, Jay. You're doing great. Thanks, man." Try my best.
Yeah, Min is really nice. But okay, so currently we don't actually see any of USP playing the heroes that they like. Lion maybe, but Wyvern definitely is a bit of a weird one. And Viper is not really listed as any hero that they're playing. So I'm not entirely sure. Now this is a little weird.
I mean, it could just be a reaction to the LC pick again. I mean, you just put down a Nether Toxin, not gonna get any procs from a passive. It's decent. I mean, you can use it against the fucking what's her name, Wind Ranger as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get a bit of tick damage. You know, when she doesn't have Wind Run, you're just gonna slow her.
Indeed.
So, not too bad. Just we haven't seen it, so no idea how effective it's gonna be.
Yeah, okay, so the thing about Viper in the mid lane, right, is Viper and Razor, regardless of who they face up against, Wind Ranger is a very good matchup into them. Because you can wind run away from the Razor. The Viper, who is traditionally a really big, strong laning bully, can't actually do anything when you wind run, right? Because so much of his damage is from the poison attack. Now, they ban out the PL and the Jug to kind of round out their draft. They kind of need someone. What do you think RVRC needs here? It kind of feels like they've defaulted back into like this heavy pick-off draft. Now, they don't have the Lion on their side, but in return, they kind of have Legion Commander with this dual potential, which can set up something like a Power Shot or a Macro Pyre on top of it.
What do they need? I mean, they have plenty of early mid-game with this lineup on RVRC, so they could opt for something more late game.
Last ban is gonna be Mars. That is interesting. That means they think that the washed up hero is safe for last. They ban the Wraith King, which is something Believer has already picked for himself multiple times and could be very scary against the Viper as well. Because one thing that the side of USP lack right now is it just feels like the heroes are so static, right? They don't actually do anything on the map. They don't take a fight. I kind of struggle to see what USP's draft is gonna do, and it's giving me a little bit of fear because USP, they've come so far only to fall. It doesn't really look too good for their draft. Meanwhile, RVRC seems to have hit the mark in terms of every single.
Oh, they want to shut down this Wind Ranger. Don't give her a chance.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick, but
yeah, stupid. You ain't gonna get the chance.
You ain't gonna get the chance.
You seen that video, right?
Yeah.
Stupid. You ain't gonna get the chance.
Oh,
okay. I don't know about this one, my friend, but it's looking spicy and definitely not something we've seen so far. It's an XL mid Viper.
Oh.
They're
I mean,
all...
makes sense. We kind of seen Razor core before, so it's not that surprising.
I'm just kind of scared for this Doom because I feel like Jakiro just gets the Liquid Fire and the Dual Breath on him, right? And then the Weaver just runs him down with bugs. Like, how does the Lion stop there? They can get really pressured up here, and I feel like, you know, for once in this entire series, Washed Up and Vector, they don't really have a very strong kill lane or anything that realistically looks like it applies pressure together. Illegal as well. He's going to be playing very defensive, and I feel like USP, they might not be able to make very many moves on the map. This is very concerning for me. I feel like RVRC have it here in the draft.
Yeah, definitely does feel like it. I mean, Weaver, unlike a lot of POS ones, can actually join in fights if he gets high level in Shukuchi, a decent nuke, and he can follow them up with the bugs and just run them down. So they have a lot more aggressive drafts, I think, on RVRC. USP, they have a lot of reactionary counterplay with the Wyvern Curse or even with the Doom, beat up someone and doom them. So it's gonna be quite an interesting match to watch.
Yeah, as we're getting straight into the action here. This is what you guys have been waiting for. It's a long-awaited finals. The teams, they played for 2 long damn days. RVRC in particular have played for literally 6 games in a row today. They only took a bit of a minor break and they're back, and they went through hell and back and hell and back. And now they are here in the grand finals to prove their pride. It's gonna be USP, University Scholarship Program, whatever the hell that means, versus RVRC, the cursed name. But hopefully they can turn their luck around. They managed to claw it back from the brink of defeat in the previous game. I mean, just in terms of series, not in terms of gameplay. They kind of stomped that one. But RVRC, the momentum firmly in their position now. And yeah, GLHF Heart Shades coming out. It's all good vibes from everybody. Everyone just happy to be here playing some high-level Dota, and I'm sure they're having a blast. Because honestly, Jerry, me and you, we haven't got the chance to play a lot of official games or like just put together games like this in this style of setting. But man, the vibes really hit different, I bet.
Yeah, it really does, especially if your players are this highly skilled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really something else.
Especially so that like when everyone knows each other so well, right? That like we said, this is not the first time the teams are meeting each other in this road. Like they've seen each other here before, and it's like history repeating itself yet again. The Red Trip Champion walking up to Leonidas, just a friendly few love taps though.
Why is he always here? In the last game he was here as well.
Yeah, I really don't understand what's going on. Oh shit, okay.
Did
what
I
the
introduce
hell?
the teams?
No, wait. Pokey Yujie just gifted 10 fucking subs. What the hell?
Oh wow.
I really wish you would. No, okay, I'm not gonna say it. Wow, so sweet. Okay, thank you for the gifted. But okay, I need to do my job. I need to introduce the teams on the side. On the carry role for USP, putting the carry pants on, it's gonna be Rip Rap Trip Trappin', the man with the sick name. Can he play a sick game? We'll have to see, because he's backed up by what I think is Ill Eagle. Yeah, Ill Eagle. On this Winter Wyvern, not a hero we've seen piloted so far, but we'll have to see what he can do. Baba denying the Li Gang commander, picks it up for himself. This is a rank 300 offlaner. He's gonna prove his worth here. Leonidas on that Earth Spirit. All jokes aside, this man has shown an absolute masterclass on how to play this hero. As we see some early action, the roll is going to stop it, and nicely done from him. Spaces it out for Baba. As we look at the mid lane, it's the Superstar XL versus the Superstar himself, Kyoko. Both these mid laners with a lot of fans. And we'll see which one goes home happy and which one goes home a little bit sad. Viper versus... XL, Viper in the mid lane, not really a hero. We've seen him pilot quite a bit. But a lane dominator and definitely one with a lot of potential. As we take a look at the top side, washed up, the team captain and friend of Gordon, Li Gang over here on this Doom. Once again, another hero we haven't seen so far, but paired up with the Vector Lion. Now on the side of the RVRC lineup, it's Milo Tower Alamans on the Jakiro, Believer on the Weaver. Once again, heroes that we've seen in the support roles, not so much in this role, but Kyoko on the signature Wind Ranger, and of course, like I said in the bot lane, I think we've gone full circle, right? We've introduced just about...
you got back to mid again.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright. We got Lee Gang, Doom, friend of Gordon, brother of Gordon.
Yeah, friend of Gordon, brother of Gordon, indeed. Yeah, and we got some predictions coming out, so... Joms predicts... It's already 12 midnight, but we're here fresh with the best game, arguably, of the day, as they're just trading out here in the bot lane. Once again, Jerry, would you like to ask the question you literally always ask as a crutch for not saying anything?
Yeah, which lane do you want to look at here? Who do you think is going to get the first blood?
Alright, well, I personally think that RVRC, this top lane is gonna be a very scary place for Washed Up to be. We can already see he's taking so much damage, and once the Weaver gets the bugs at what I think will be level 3, it's gonna be
bottom?
basically inhabitable. But like you say, bottom, they're on to Leonidas, Force the mango and TP out. Gets himself out of dodge though and gets a reset back to base.
Oh, sneaky little plays from them. Bait him in with a roll. Starts sucking his ass.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, he's definitely a master of this hero. But, yeah, sit up straight. Okay, I'll go sit up straight. Thank you. Jerry, you too. Oh, but Baba really laying in the hurt onto this Razor. Every time static lane is down, she's just fully abusing the fact that, you know, she can outright click this Razor.
I'll wait to see what Wind Ranger's gonna do here though.
Wind
The
Ranger?
last game, Wind Ranger, she did really well the last game. 5 minutes, level 6 with a Javelin.
Yeah, I mean, the last game Kyoko was really ahead of CS early on, right? But XL able to kind of get that early advantage, 25 to 16 in terms of the last hits. So really edging out a bit of a lead here. But washed up, like we say, so much damage coming out. Actually not opting for the bugs, maybe saving that for level 4, but Doom is not like these two are not heroes that like to hit the insects. Like they actually cannot afford to have time because their windups are so long, right? And Leonidas once again being such a menace in this bot lane, like illegal, can't pull no matter how hard he tries.
Yeah, there's some good space creating, man. This guy is really
they're on the
good.
watch up. Li Gang with the stick, gotta stay alive. Vector as well with the stun, keeping Believer off his Doom. But this Doom definitely not having the best of games, but as we see Doom, you know, the early laning stage is a bit tough, but always can sort of come back with the Devour Go as well as what I presume will be a Midas Rush.
It doesn't seem like it though. It looks like he's going straight face magic stick.
No, as in, yeah, you get Midas as your first item after the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No. Midas Rush is a bit too greedy. Okay, Leonidas has the role available to pressure up onto Illegal. The high pipe's coming out, just taunting him a little bit. Illegal answers back. And just gonna walk away.
Oh, he gets his career.
Dude, are you serious? How often is he gonna do that? That's some shit. Yeah, and the voice line's coming out. And this guy's a menace.
High fives him, kills his career, alright.
That is
Nice
some
day.
spicy shit, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, washed up, able to sustain up. I believe a cell was brought to him either by Vector. But look at that, Milo Tower Alamans just really not allowing this Doom to lane. Which is exactly the strength of a Shakiro, right? When you don't have a very strong laner and you only have one Lion, they can't actually just stand up to you and fight. Especially when your Weaver can just, at a moment's notice, Shukuchi over and put on so much pressure. Now, like you said though, the mid lane, Kyoko has hit that level 6 and hit that Javelin, so could look for a rotation. Like we said, throughout this entire time, it is the 6-minute runes that have dictated the moves of these mid laners. And both have bottles, so they'll be looking to eye that up. The Viper actually going for an Athos rush. How do you feel about this one?
Athos Rush, it's not too bad, right? I mean, hold down the Weaver, hold down the Wind Ranger. I mean, hold on even Leonidas or Spirit. So
Yeah,
it's not that bad.
The one thing
Gives
is
you
that
time.
there is a purge to press the attack from Baba, right? So you can just immediately get that off.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay, 6-minute runes. Earth Spirit is at the bot one. Where is it gonna spawn? It's gonna be top. And XL denies it. Nicely done. Like we
washed
said,
up.
bro, it's washed up though. Missing first blood. T Taurus feels bad, man. But
Feels bad,
Rohan,
feels
hello. Yeah, but I mean, missing the first blood, but not surprising. It's like we said, right? This lane has so much kill potential, and the Javelin picked up from the Weaver just means that extra bit of magic damage that can proc from the Gemini attack, right?
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, should be. I mean, but wow, they're really going Javelin first on Weaver. They really want to pump this game up, not giving any time for them to recover, I think.
I mean, yeah, once you have the Maelstrom completed on Weaver, right? Like, literally you farm so fast, and why let down the pressure, right? He's already dealing so well with the Doom. Can't really stand in this lane, even with the Chainmail, taking a lot of damage. Take a look at that.
It's a lot.
Okay, Viper being run down though, and XL, Kyoko with the solo kill. Focus Fire showing why this Wind Ranger is a solid pick into the Viper. You might be dominating me in the CS, but not for long, says Kyoko. Gets that huge kill on the mid, and XL, we've seen what happens when he starts to fall behind and Kyoko is able to take control. It really quickly starts to spiral.
God damn, this this Thompson new first item Javelin shit.
This is what?
You know, our good friend Thompson. He likes to watch Javelin on a Pengo.
Ah, his name is Thompson.
Thompson, I mean,
Okay, yeah, Tom. This is some Timothy Yo situation right here. This Javelin rushes all around. But washed up, once again, like I said, the bugs so much like quite a literal pest for this Doom to deal with. Manages to flick it off him with the help of the tower though, but XL needs to be so careful. Kyoko already almost to that mithril, which means focus fire is up. That's gonna be a dead Viper. He needs to play this safe.
Hopefully Lee Gang has his PMA still on.
Yeah, I mean, he's not having a good time, that's for sure. Quick look at the net worth for us here. And as expected, Kyoko sitting firmly in the lead. The Doom not looking very good for him. The Weaver, I mean, even though he's had quite a free game so far, actually the Razor's still doing pretty well in the bot side.
Oh, that's not too surprising, I guess. I mean, against this Legion, she's not gonna have a great time against the Razor, especially now that she's level 6. 3 levels in Static Link. Just gonna force her out constantly.
Yeah, okay, so as the level 6s are hit, okay, Kyoko. Here comes the duel, where's the backup? Illegal is there. Do you have the Cold Embrace? Silenced up, nicely done from Leonidas. And the Shackle, they're not done just yet. Here comes the Illusions, shooting away onto this Winter Wyvern. The Cold Embrace too little too late. But Leonidas, he's gonna fall for this. Illegal, power shotted down and Kyoko off to a hot start yet again. Milo Tower Alamance is rotated bot for this as well. And this is the RVRC move. This is their playbook. They just bring Kyoko down, help Baba get an early lead. Leonidas sacks his life for the cause but gets them off to a hot start. All the while, Believer is just farming away. This is literally their main plan. They don't want to let it go without a fight though. Here comes the setting link. Okay, Shackle shot. The Ice Buff as well to ward them off. They're not going to give this up without a fight. They have the Doom available, but are they going to throw it out for measly little Jakiro? Absolutely not. Washed up, knows better. Tries to get in range, but not going to amount to much from that, and that just opens up the top lane for Believer to be free and happy.
Oh, that was really well done for RVRC. That little silence from Leonidas preventing the Cold Embrace. Well done, dude. Ah, that was sick.
This guy fucks on Earth Spirit actually. Like,
yeah,
this
he
guy
actually fucks. This guy fucks.
Yeah, this guy Leonidas. Very, you know, there are people kind of making a bit of a joke during the first day, right? Oh, you know, they're getting bored. They're just picking Earth Spirit, but they want to win. They came serious, and we see why. Like, Leonidas is an absolute monster. He knows exactly what to do in the lane to carve out this nice little situation for Baba. And Baba, you know, obviously ranked 300, way better than good enough to literally get so much from this lane. This LC sitting so high net worth actually.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean,
this looks like a really interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not over just yet. It's just a 1k gold lead, but Leonidas really setting up so much for the squad. Has the Magnetize now as well, and Kyoko. Maelstrom completed level 10 on this Wind Ranger. Who can even stand against Kyoko right now? Setting up for a kill though, they found Milo Tower Alamance, and that is the Atos reveal. They're getting the pick off onto this Jakiro, but a Doom out onto the Weaver and a Winter's Curse. XL doing the damage. Milo throws out the full Macro Pyre, so much magic damage, takes out the Wyvern, and the Doom as well falls, and they end up picking up XL as well. A nice little counter kill. They don't get the Weaver. He's doomed up, but he manages to survive, and they're not even done just yet. Vector, the duel is there from Baba, and the response comes fast and quick. RVRC answer it right back. They reveal the Atos, but it's to their demise. The Doom ends up not doing too much, and Milo Tower Alamance, they just don't kill him nearly fast enough. He's able to throw out all his spells, and even though he dies, this is gonna be a tower. This is the RVRC move.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of misplay there, having the Doom and the Viper out during the Winter's Curse. I think if there wasn't a Winter's Curse, they might have gotten both those kills, but who knows? Like, that was just really unfortunate for USP.
Yeah, and RVRC, they're really firing on all cylinders right now. This is everything going according to their plan. Of course, XL still doing pretty well in terms of this net worth. It's actually rushing up the Lincoln Sphere, so wants to deny I guess the duel or the shackle shot, but that's gonna leave him so weak, right? We already saw how fast he can melt to the magic damage if he's in the wrong spot. Branching a bit forward now, they found a pick onto Washed Up. Leonidas with the kickback, but the stomp available. Oh, there's so much damage coming out from Believer in the roll as well. Can't dodge it out, and Believer lands the kill. Nicely set up there from Leonidas with the kickback. And like we said, they're sweeping from lane to lane here, RVRC. No fear whatsoever. Sure, they get beat back, but they're here to claim this bot tower again. Fortify is available, but it's only going to help this tower stand for a short while longer before it eventually falls.
This game might not last very long with the way that RVRC is playing. They're really pushing it. Like, there's no need for anyone to farm because they're just farming heroes.
Yeah, and I really gotta... I'm scratching my head a little bit because USP, they've had such a clear recipe for success, but I feel like they've kind of strayed from it this game. I'm not really sure what the game plan is, and it doesn't look like they're quite sure either. They're trying to make the moves happen with this Doom and Excel Athos available. They're gonna try and snag who can find here, but they could be baited out by this Wind Ranger. I'm sure they know it's an illusion though. But Doom, does he have the blink available? Absolutely not. Here comes the Athos. Where is the follow-up? The stun is there, catches him, but they're a bit split up. Silence! They can't get the catch of the Kyoko. The Doom a bit too late, and now the turn is there. The Macropire does the damage, and Milo Tower manages to get the kill on the Doom as well as the Lion. This is a huge turnaround. Here comes the Weaver, here comes the duo, and this is an absolute disaster. A bit of hesitance coming out from Li Gang there. He could have just gotten the Doom off, but he didn't trust his Lion. The stun was gonna lash. He could have gotten the kill on the Wind Ranger, but now RVRC 5k gold lead up, and things are looking so dire.
Fuck you.
You got that one?
Yeah, I got it. I ain't laughing, but I get it. Oh man, bottom lane is getting tired. Oh.
Yeah, Excel found out as well, and now he's stamped back into the grave. He's the only one who survived that fight, I believe, was it? But he just ends up falling again anyway, and I don't know, man. An Ice Path and a duel available in 1 second. They're gonna get it. No Winter's Curse available. Illegal's not in the right spot. Not that he has it off cooldown anyway. And RVRC, they're starting to run away with this one. And I mean, if this is how it ends, it's gonna be a bit of a disappointing way to close out our ICG. It's been such an intense day of games, right? And it's been so back and forth. But USP, like I said, we can't count them out. But it feels like the momentum has really dropped into the hands of RVRC. Yeah. Okay, I didn't actually show. Sorry. Let me. There we go. I think this works. Okay, sorry, I didn't get the overlay out. Was a bit caught up with other stuff, but there it is. And yeah, we should be okay. There we go.
Oh man.
Yeah, shit's not looking
It might be a
good.
bit rocked from the last game. Maybe.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, they're about to be rocked by this Leonidas Earth Spirit if they're not careful. Okay, I mean, he's currently trying to find him in the mid, but yeah, manages to get away. Washed up. I wonder why they didn't go for that, but probably just show a bit of respect. And the Weaver working towards that Linken's now means that the Doom is not gonna matter. This Viper Strike, this Winter's Curse, all these disables coming out from the side of USP, they're just gonna be shrugged off with ease. And is this really the game that we came to watch?
It certainly looks kind of rough. Look at the net worth. All three cores from RVRC at the top, followed by USP, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not feeling too good if you're USP. You know, you had this sick momentum coming in, stomping them back after that game 1 loss, and the sick comeback 60 minutes. But these teams, they have got to be so tired. The will to come back, is it there? Is it even in their hands? 6k gold lead, 2-15 at 60 minutes in. And the pressure's not stopping. They found yet another. It's washed up in this bot lane. Tagged up by a creep. And gonna fall, Believer. Just has had an absolutely free game on this Weaver, and they're paying out more. They want Rip Rap. Here comes the LC, but no blink just yet. 100 gold away from it, and no doubt we're gonna see a smoke move come out.
But that was actually a really nice kill on the Doom. I think Leonidas saw him in the lane from the creep vision, saw him go to the jungle, and just blind boulder into the smoke and finding him. That was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, Leonidas, he's really been the hero of I want to say the series, of course, not to discount everybody else, but his Earth Spirit, like the faith to pick it, even after getting kind of slapped around so hard, they know what this man can do and they give him a chance and he proves his worth on this hero. He's been playing out of his goddamn mind. And Baba, now with the blink, they could nail this Doom again. Here comes the blink dagger and the blade mail. They're not even needing The focus fire, Leonidas finds another but rolls out from the grasp of this Razor. There's not much else they can find. They're firmly controlling this triangle now. Milo Tower Alaman's laying down the vision.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I just feel like this entire early game has been a combination of just not respecting this Jakiro, right? He's been able to lay out so much damage and dissuade their gangs, but they just stand there and they still try and get a kill, and really a bit of a head scratcher. I don't know what this draft is supposed to do.
Yeah, they're not really making many plays with. Oh, they're smoking. They really want to try and get something done.
Okay, here comes the smoke. They have the Witness Curse available. They're pinging it out. They want to defend this tower. But once again, like I said, Excel, all he has is his Atos that can easily be shrugged off by the LC. Just one press the attack and it's curtains. And Illegal needs to be so careful. They're starting to loop around. They already caught. Okay. The wall is gonna spot them out. The tip is there, and I think Milo Tower actually revealed the smoke there by. But I mean, at this point, they both know where each other are. Ooh, look at this ward. Is it out of range? No way. No way. The warding is insane, actually.
Oh man.
Yo, Leonidas is insane. Oh, I heard some. Oh no, it's just a pressing attack to farm the jungle. It appears, or farm the lane. Yeah, but the focus fire out. Liquid Fire and the Weaver all laying into this tower. They have the Fortify, but they're not even going to use it. They know this side of the map is gone. They'll claim the early outpost. Nice chunk of EXP going to be coming their way for as long as they hold this area. And 9k gold lead up. 217. What is the USP way back into this game? I need to know.
I want to know too. I don't think there is a way, to be honest. Okay.
Oh, I heard a pin. Is it this XL Viper kicking him out of the power shot but into the duel, and that is the Viper falling from the sky?
This guy's on X Games mode or something, man.
Yo,
what the hell is this
what
guy
the
on?
heck? Dude,
What?
that's... Oh man, it's starting to look disastrous. And you can have all the PMA you want, but at this point, it's not looking all too good.
Commander.
Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable now. The Ligan Commander defeated by his very own favorite hero. And I don't know, it's a bit of a head scratcher. You'd think that, you know, seeing the Legion denied, he would know what to pick against it, but this really hasn't been the draft. And now they're straight into Roche. They have nothing to fear. They know they have this triangle control, and the side of USP, what can they even do to contest? I mean, you think about it, even in the high ground fight that they're gonna have to take, right? Like, what is the play? Look at the warding from the side of RVRC. They really turn it on in this series. The break serving them so well and able to let them refresh and reset after that game. And they're here to take the championship home for their residential college.
Looks like a completely different team, huh? From the first few games. Like, not to say that they played badly, but this is like so clean. They're not letting anything escape from them.
Yeah,
even
this
Leonidas.
This
This
feels
is
like
a really sharp play from him.
yeah, it's like a return to form, right? From like what we saw in day one from RVRC. They kind of dropped the ball a tad bit, dropping to the lower bracket, but they could make a huge comeback here. They dropped 2 games down earlier on as well, but that was just enough for them to figure out what the USP game plan is. And now that they've kind of gotten to this game 5, they've clawed it back from the brink of defeat, and now RVRC, do you believe?
No.
I don't. I mean, I
No.
don't know what the comeback potential is. XL, he's not really on the hero where he can style on them and make those plays. We saw in the comeback game, he's on that Queen of Pain. He's caught on that Queen of Pain and he's playing perfectly. But look at the net worth. 7k is your highest hero to the 10k of the Wind Ranger. It's only 21 minutes in and they're already knocking on your high ground.
I mean, just look at the player levels also. Level 16, level 16 on the Wind Ranger, level 14, level 14. The highest level on USP is the Viper, level 13.
And
Even
I
the
mean,
supports are
yeah,
so high level.
Yeah, like look at the level on this Winter Wyvern. Level 8, level 7 on Vetcher, and it's starting to look like a mirror of the previous game, right? They're starting to choke them out. They're starting to keep them in the base. And USP, arguably, they've drafted themselves something even worse than the previous draft where they can't actually fight back. They can't actually leave their base. And they don't even have Wash Start to try and like make moves with the Sand King. They don't even have a Queen of Pain to try and make it happen on XL. All they have is a Viper, a Razor, and a Doom. What are you gonna do?
Hope and pray, baby. Let's go.
Hope and pray. Any prayers in the chat for this poor side of USP? Not like this. Leonidas finds washed up in the trees, and support surely to follow when your one ES has more net worth and like literal levels. Then you're doomed. The tips are coming out. They know Leonidas is absolutely on fire right now.
This is a really good game for him. He's playing really well.
Yeah, he's really firing. He's just like, he brought the gun out, you know? He brought the gun out. He's like,
Yeah, he's gonna start shooting people.
yeah, he's gonna start blasting them and you know, as if this wasn't a massacre enough. They're looking towards high ground now. Believer finished up that Lincoln's Aegis, nothing to fear. Blink completed as well as the Lincolns looked up by Kyoko. This is a game of Lincolns, it seems, just like the one we saw yesterday, but it's not as close. Nowhere near as close.
Goodness, what's this? I don't know how they come back from this actually.
I actually have no idea. It's gonna take a miracle. It's gonna take something crazy. But I don't see anything crazy coming out from their side anytime soon. This is not looking good in the slightest.
I mean, I don't even know what's the ideal situation for them. Do they hope to set up a Winter's Curse?
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
Winter's
I
Curse
guess
support?
I guess that will have to be it. But look at the Lincolns coming out. They're not taking any chances. BKB as well for Baba coming out and has to press the attack shard. The basically mini pseudo BKB gonna deny any type of initiation Vectra might have. If he even had a Blink Dagger, it's so far away from it. I mean, it's still pretty hard to push high ground, all things considered. They're walking into the Viper Nether Toxin, they're walking into the Plasma Field, and they don't feel comfortable coming up just yet, but they're choking the side of USP out. Let's take a look at the graph. What?
0%.
It's only 24 minutes in, Gaben. I mean, you still have a chance to make it 3-2-2, which will be a really cute way to end things, but I mean, I'm sure this is not the showing that USP wanted. They've got to be frustrated right now. I don't know what the comms are like, but I can't imagine they're feeling very happy. This has been a fantastic series so far, but this will be a shame of a way to end it, if I have to be honest. And yeah, it's just gonna be quiet. It's just like, it's like staring out into space, right? You don't know what's out there, but you know if you head out, you're probably gonna die. But what other choice do you have? Just sit and wait for death to come as well. Like, the side of RVRC, there are no holes right now. They're just playing perfectly. They're choking out the map to perfection.
Yeah, there isn't much to say. It's just, it is what it is. They're probably gonna lose. To be very honest, that's most likely what's gonna happen. So, oh, they're smoking up.
Yeah, they don't want to go out without a fight. Perhaps Lee is rallying the gang over here. He wants to go for one last Hail Mary play. Has the Doom and the Blink available. If they can just get the kill on this Weaver, he scurries away. Didn't have an Aegis to work with, but that could have been their opportunity. It's gonna fly by their heads though, as the smoke gonna time out as they are forced to defend. And this sentry being hit should tell them that they just have so much control in this area. They don't even see the sentry. They ping it out though. Though it's there, but like I said, they're so scared to run out. In reality, they only have a ward over here, so if they walked out, they'd be pretty safe. But look at the side of RVRC, all of them just prowling, clearing out the vision from Milo Tower. And he's been really such a strong standing for them, right? And not to rag on Shisui by any means, but it kind of seemed like Milo Tower in these past 2 games, he's been able to do the work. And give the little shot of I guess momentum that RVRC really needed. They were struggling in those earlier games, and like we said, they look like a bit of a different team, and I wonder how much of that is to Milo Tower's credit. And Shisui, like everyone said, you know, he played really well, and those were very difficult games, but more so than anything, it feels like USP have really dropped the ball in a way.
Yeah, it really does feel like it. Their draft, like you mentioned several times, it's not something that we've seen much from previous games. So it's a big question mark, right? Like, why this draft? What's going on in their head? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like just now when we were talking to Gordon, brother of Gordon, friend of Li Gang, we literally, like he said, he wanted to do a winner's interview and he was so sure that his boy was gonna win it. But I'm sure at this point, even if we don't have the interview on stream, he's gonna be asking his boy, what the hell was that draft?
yeah, it's a real head scratcher, this one.
Yeah.
But who knows? BKB coming out on Doom soon. Any big
wanted.
items coming out?
I'm gonna be real. I wanted to be on the edge of my seat. I was so excited for this last game. It was such a hype, like little build up, right? And then now it's just kind of a snooze fest. 2 to 20, 22k up only at 27, and Gaben thinks this one is over.
Yeah. Hard to argue with the graph.
They're literally
That's true.
double their EXP right now. Look at the level
Okay.
difference. Plus 24 levels. Worth of experience difference right now. It's reflected very clearly. It's not looking good.
Shit. That's not.
Averages out to every single hero like being like what? At least 4-5 levels ahead of their counterpart. And
Yeah,
sure looking is
more
like,
than that.
yeah, more than that in some cases. Oh no, this is not looking good.
I mean, the supports have just been doing the support dance in the base, walking between towers. There's not much for them to do. They gotta give every bit of farm they can give to the
Oh, and look at that. The RVRC believers in chat coming out of the woodworks after a horrendous first 3 games to BM their opponents. Intro boys. Indeed. Where the RVRC doubters at now? USP, more like ups delivering victory to RVRC. The beta is real, and I mean, I want to hear a bit of a fire back from USP, but the only thing they'll be delivering is disappointment right now. Is I don't think they have much else to give. Washed Up, he's been standing around this base. Their net worth has looked abysmal as the side of they're almost challenging them like, yeah, come out, we dare you. They're not even gonna risk it. Roche is gonna come back up in 1 minute, and Leonidas. You see him on the board here. He has the Lotus. What can they do? They know the Earth Spirits in the area, but already fading back into the darkness. Like I said, this is the big old abyss, and what can they do? They plot a ward down, which should tell the rest of the side. Yeah, they're gonna ditch immediately. Leonidas knows that there's a move coming out, and yeah, just double boulder rolls away. He knows he's in trouble. They're pinging him out, but it's too little, too late. He's back to the safety of his Milo Tower. And yeah, they're not rushing at all. Here comes the smoke out in response. The lever, not caught in that one, but not even needed. They should see the plasma field, so they know. They see this Razor here. They're running forward. They want this kill. Rip not getting greedy though, making a beeline straight for his base. Can he make it in time? Kyoko's hot on his heels. Has the blink to work with. Wind Ranger, Wind Run as well, but Washed Up jukes him a little bit with the blink. Nicely done. They can't get the catch. Slightly late on the blink forward. They were trying their best to make that distance, but Washed Up gets out. Now, I don't know how important that is in the grand scheme of things, but it is not looking good. Not at all. And
I have nothing much to say, to be honest.
yeah, this is should we get I don't know, should we get Donald? I don't know, a brother in here. I don't know how many other brothers they have, but we kind of need a.
We need to say something.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's alright. I mean, they had good games the past few. In the good 4 games. So it's alright. They played their hearts out.
I mean,
right.
We're writing them off already, but I don't know whether they. I don't know. This doesn't feel good in the slightest. Washed Up. He kind of put the game in his hands here with this Doom last pick, but he kind of took the game out of his team's hands with this draft. Like, not to pin the blame or anything. Like you said, it's really the heroes, not really the players, but you have to really wonder what their plan was in this game. It feels like it's just a cruel little torturous session. I mean, this is the last game of the tournament, so I doubt they're gonna GG out until the last breath, but this is just a cruel way to end it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great. Oh, they're gonna get Korea.
No, the Jukes is there. Back to safety. I mean, they can save the career, but can they save their base? XL finally finished up the Lincoln Sphere, looking 30 minutes in. This is looking more like my pubs than like the competitive Dota that we've seen so far. And Leonidas has that Lotus off. RP, Baba, BKB complete. Kyoko, BKB Lincolns. How are you gonna kill them? Starting to kid away now. Aegis on this Weaver. Do they dare to start hitting the high ground? Yes, they do. Milo Tower, literally just starting to chip away. They see the ward here, they want a D-ward, but do they dare to come forward? Oh, the pump fake duel. They need to be so careful. And they back up, they're scared. But here comes the roll. They're gonna D-ward this sentry. Nice Lotus. Here comes the blink BKB though, Washed Up! Off the mark with that one. Forces out the Wind Ranger BKB, but that was an Arcane Rune BKB, which means it's coming back up in 45 seconds. Meanwhile, your Doom is gonna have to wait for a fat 63. It's a window they could take, but they don't want to go anywhere. RVRC, they've decided now is the game ender. And he has the shard, he wants the vision, the Enchant Remnant plays down, and he spots out the entire side of USP. No. Yeah, Milo Tower is just gonna start chipping away. Believer has been playing pretty safe this entire time, but now no fear with the Aegis BKB. Crystal is completed as well. And the sentry is down, they have such strong control. This feels like such a choke. And Leonidas, Lotus Orb again, rinse and repeat, just clear out the vision, roll out the safety. And look at the Enchant Remnants just giving them all the vision that they need. The Earth Spirit Shard just doing so much work. Leonidas, he's really been the superstar of this game and the last series, in fact. And this is your position 1 Razor, but you can't even get a Link off because they all have Linkins. How do you even play? They fortified to save this Rex, but they're just gonna wait it out. Okay, disarms himself there. That was the Lotus Orb in play. And yeah, they're just sweeping over. RVRC, they make it look like just another day at school. No big deal for these lads.
Beating on kids.
Yeah. And I mean, whatever rivalry that they might have had, like, I mean, it was meant to be built up to this amazing moment, but they're not even letting them get away with anything. They immediately back up. They don't even want to go. This is just cruelty at this point.
Yeah, just taking their time, playing safe, picking them apart.
Yeah, the mental damage definitely starting to set in. I don't know. Washed up. Smoke out though. Okay, that was a one-man smoke? Okay, no, illegal as well. They're grouping up for this bot tower defense that doesn't seem to be coming. The side of RVRC, they're content just hiding and waiting and drawing this game out and just being absolute monsters. I don't know about this one. I don't know how you can come back. Rip Rat. You know, I liked him a bit more when he was on that life stealer. Definitely this Razor not being up to par. Leonidas just doing him good, doing him dirty. This man is insane right now. And Milo Tower Alaman starting to do the damage. Believer as well. The Nether Toxin stands in it, doesn't even care. The Linkins as well. What can they find? Doom has the BKB Blink, but not much else to work with. The Weaver's just hitting away at your towers. You're just gonna stand there and take it, but what else can you do? Just slowly being whittled away, slowly chipped away. They don't feel a rush at all. They've been here all day. They can make you wait for even longer. This one's for knocking us down to the losers bracket USP. We're gonna make you suffer and lose in a slow and painful fashion. They're not giving any chance. They're not slipping up at all. The discipline is perfect from the side of RVRC. Leonidas rolling forward. That looked a bit spooky. But yeah, what can they find? The Doom just can't find the angle, and that's gonna be another Rex down. Believer in with the Hoof Storm, but where's the detection? They don't have it. They're blinking forward, but what can they find? Absolutely nothing. Another wasted blink. Doom forward, and now they need to be so careful. Baba's looking for a pick. Just like that, another opportunity, a swing and a miss, not again. And really, just like Candaria is saying, where are the RVRC doubters now? They dropped to the lower bracket, didn't have the best day 2 to start it off, but Leonidas really has come back into form. And with Milo Tower, Alamans backing them up, Kyoko, Baba and Believer really have started to find their footing and stabilize things out and managed to take that 4th game back from the brink of defeat, and now they're making it look like a walk in the park. Like, washed up, has the stomp out, but like we said, the Legion Commander there with the shard. And what else can you do? You have a bit of D-push available, the Atos fired right back. Lotus Orb on Lincoln Sphere even more. What can you do? And Jerry, you know, you haven't said anything, but I appreciate the cosplay of the USP comms right now because I'm sure they're all speechless. I think they all don't have anything to say right now. They're just waiting to lose. I mean, you can have as much PMA as you want, but this is washed up. He's trying to do it for the squad. Here comes the Storm, the Doom out, but he dooms himself. Lotus off from Leonidas. The pin out onto illegal. No Winter's Curse for you. Buyback immediately. That's the Doom down as well. He needs to buy back to get a chance, but that's the Doom on the Weaver. But like we saw time and time again, the safe play. They back out. They don't even need to wait. They're back on the towers, and the buyback from the Doom. He doesn't even want to extend it. Rolling in is Leonidas. XL in a bit of trouble. The Cold Embrace is going to keep him alive for now. The Curse on to Baba, buying them some time. But XL, not much longer life to live. And I don't know whether they're waiting for the buyback. I don't know what they're waiting for. But they're going to lose Mega Creeps. And from there, we already saw how it went in game number 1. Here comes Kyoko, Mercedes-Benz, BKB blink in. And the Doom finally buying back, but the Mega Creeps. The Stomp, it's off the mark. And I mean, a dual breath onto 3, but press the attack again. The Wyvern just dies. It's falling apart. USP. It appears it's just about over. Even though it has been over for so damn long. And no mercy coming out from the side of RVRC.
Oh, GG call.
GG Gratz is called, and what an unceremonious way of ending. But I mean, we're gonna have to save our GL mix coming out, all in good fun. Some smiles up. Yi Hui, I killed you. Just some laughs. Just some final little sprinkles of banter, but they've gotta feel really, really disappointed with the way that one ended. I don't know about them, but that definitely does not feel good.
It's alright, they put out some pretty good games today, so nothing much to feel sad about.
I would look at the scoreboard. There's literally nothing to see. Like this draft, like just really very confusing from them. They didn't really have any impact in the lanes. They couldn't win the lanes. They couldn't win the fights. They didn't have any split push. It just felt like it was set up to fail from the start. Like
Yeah.
just like their last pick, it was literally doomed.
I think they had a good idea going, but they just couldn't execute it with the way they kept getting picked off one by one. They couldn't get that.
What was the idea? Like
It was. I mean, they kind of did it at the top lane, right? Where they tried to set up with the Winter's Curse, follow it up with the Viper and then the Doom. But they overlapped everything and it gave too much time for the team to rotate. And then it just fell apart.
yeah, and I mean that is the end of that. What a game. I'm gonna check with the players if they want to do an interview.
See you guys next year. nice little message at the end.
Yeah, I mean, what a way to end. And I mean, it's definitely disappointing, but I mean, what can you do, right? Some games are just like that. And I will check with the players if they want to do an interview or not. I won't blame them if they don't. They've had a long day of Dota. And I'm just gonna edit some of the information here and get it ready. I don't think the game is over just yet, but okay, so yeah, gonna update now. It's trying to get this into the frame. There we go. And that is the match up. RVRC. Congrats to RVRC as they take the win. So yeah, I'm gonna transition back over here as I don't think the stream has reached the point that they won yet. But we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the game to end, but in reality it's just about over. Just watching 5 minutes ago when it looked completely horrendous in the bot lane. And I think the rest of the people are slowly going to catch up. Some WTF is going on in chat, but I mean, everyone knows what's up. Like, it's just about over.
Omega low. Oh man. Real shit though, USP, most of them probably kick my ass.
Sorry, what did you say?
So most of USP is probably gonna kick my ass in the Dota game. So it was a hard loss, but they're all still really good players. So
Yeah.
it's alright. It's alright.
Yeah, and that basically ends the ICG this year rather unceremoniously, but I mean, still, it's been an amazing event of Dota this entire time. I'm still trying to get to see whether the players are going to come in for an interview. They don't seem to be responding at the moment. I'm not really sure what the idea is right now. if we can't, then I guess that's just gonna be the end of the stream. You know, it's been a pleasure casting, and Jerry, it's been a huge time investment. I really appreciate you joining me because I think it would be rather lonely without you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anyone,
Hey.
anytime you want someone to not say something, hit me up.
Thank you for the follow, Jordan. Unfortunately, can't get the live notification, but yeah, thank you everyone for the follows and thank you everyone for the support. Of course, it's been a long ass day. Anyways, just trying to update the little situation here. What is this? There we go. Yeah, well, GG, I need to kind of complete the prediction as I shouldn't complete it now because the game's not even over, but I think everyone's just waiting for the game to end. Of course, they don't know who won yet, but
I mean,
yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just being optimistic. Yeah, so nobody thought USP was gonna win, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's a bit of a skewed result, right? Obviously, because Excel got to Excel dot RIP Sag. And GG is called choose outcome RVRC what? They win it all. And GGs are called. But we'll have to see. Yeah, I mean it doesn't look like they are responding at all. So I guess no winner interview? Sag.
Edge?
Yeah, I mean it's fine by me. It's been a long ass day. We've been casting since like literally it's 12 hours at this point. I mean not including breaks of course. Some copy pastas in chat. Love that. Okay, they have agreed to a winner's interview. So now we have a winner's interview with Captain Go stream channel, por favor. Wait, are you in the Discord?
No. Wait, which Discord?
The ICG Discord.
You want me being?
Let me try and get you in there then.
I mean, it's okay. Don't need me there.
You sure?
Alright. I mean, do you need me though?
I mean, it's up to you.
Alright, I don't mind.
Okay, I'll try and set up an invite for you. Brother Bear, there we go. Yeah. Let me message Yu Jie. Hi, can you help give my friend caster role so we can do interview? Okay, let's see. Yeah, jumps. Okay, I'm gonna meet you there. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, let's go to the lobby because my friend's waiting there. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright. So with that said, congratulations to you, Mr. Believer.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations to the entire side of RVRC. You guys had a painful ass grind to the top. Got knocked down by USP to the lower bracket at the start of today. And I mean, you guys clawed all the way back. So it's been a full day of Dota. And this is literally the reason why you asked for best of 5 yesterday, right?
Yeah, I mean, we always love a good best of 5. It happened last year too, so it feels good to emerge as the champions.
Okay.
Shout out to USP, they played fucking great.
Okay, I just want to ask, my friend, what is this whole ICG Dota 2 about? Because the person organizing told me he didn't have any information on the previous ones, but you seem to be a frequent participant, so why don't you give me a bit of a lowdown on what it's all about?
Basically, it's a competition between all the residential colleges in NUS for Dota. And that's it.
So how did this whole thing start? Was it started by you, or did you come in and it was already a thing, or what's
Oh, no. It was already a thing when I came in. It's
Okay.
basically, we have many competitions for like various sports and Dota just happens to be one of them.
Understand. Okay, so how did you guys okay, so staying in hall is one thing. I don't know anything about uni culture, right? But I know that there's a very strong hall culture when it comes to like the local unis and stuff like that. How does that sort of reflect into Dota? Like, I'm sure you guys, even though you guys are staying together, you're not necessarily in the same course. You guys might not even be, come from the same walk of life in a way. How does like, Dota kind of bring y'all together? Are you guys friends outside of Dota, or are you guys just kind of like you meet up, or y'all get on Discord and play some games every once in a while?
Well, we are definitely friends outside of Dota, but we all met each other through Dota, through
Right.
the interest group in the hall or
Oh,
college. Yeah.
okay.
So we do play Dota here and there once a while. Not always though, because uni sucks. Too much work.
Yeah, well, yeah. I literally remember when. So funny situation is that this the organizer came to me on around at Wednesday. I got a message on Wednesday and I messaged him, and literally he was still setting up all the way until Friday, and then Friday literally at 3 he's like, oh, I'm done with my stuff. I'm gonna set the stuff up now, and I'm like, oh, I guess it's just uni things, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just uni things.
Okay, can you
Very normal.
How about for everybody who's not very aware, right? How about you tell me a bit about your team? Because even though I have the player information that you guys submitted, I'm sure you can tell me a lot more about your team than I know, right? Why don't you do a little introduction?
I only have one thing to say. It's about everyone that played.
Okay.
They are fucking gods.
Okay. That's it? You're not gonna
Yeah,
give us
that's it.
anything else?
That's it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much. We're all students. Well, we don't play Dota full time, so there's nothing really much to share. We just love Dota and we love to compete.
Okay, so my question to you is, you are someone who's obviously very passionate about competing. You are the main, but like I remember in the call yesterday, you were literally like vouching so hard for like this game 5. You wanted to play as many games as possible, and you got your wish. But I just want to ask, like, how do you feel about like Dota in Singapore? Because this local scene is kind of like more guys, right?
Yeah. There's not much local scene, but well, it's okay. I don't have to become a pro, or maybe some people have their dreams or whatnot. But
Yeah.
society and culture here is just not up for it, I guess.
Right. I'm just asking you, right? Like, and I guess that's why I kind of took part also, because there's so little Dota events, right? So like I'll just jump at any opportunity to like just be part of it, because
And thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
Seriously.
no, as in
Thank you
that's
so
not
much
yeah,
for
but
this.
no worries, yeah, but that's not the point I'm trying to make is like, are you planning to like, would you ever try and organize something or put something together outside of uni, or do you just feel like it's not worth the time?
Yeah, maybe, but I need to get out of uni first because uni
Ah.
sucks.
Well, okay, you said it a bunch of times already. You want to say it one more time for the audience?
Yeah, uni fucking sucks, guys.
Okay, so as someone who doesn't have a university education, should I come to uni?
Well, you probably do need a uni degree, but it still sucks either
It
way.
still sucks. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, I will think about it. But thank you so much. Is there okay? I want to ask also. Sorry to take your time. I'm sure you have other things to do, and it's really really.
Yeah,
late,
yeah.
but, USP, you guys kind of had a bit of a shitty start to that series. To put it it didn't look too good. Like even in your first
Yeah,
game
yeah,
win,
for
it
sure.
wasn't super strong. It wasn't a super strong showing. You guys,
Yeah.
and then subsequently USP just kind of knocked you all out of the park. How was it like
Yeah.
in terms of the team
Oh, it
mentality?
felt pretty shit. We were pretty down in the dumps. Around game 4, we were kind of really, really tired and kind of like out of it. So in that game, our picks were not really good. And honestly, we played really bad because we were all really tired.
Yeah.
So after, not game 4, game 3, sorry, the one that we lost on the anti-mage, the stupid anti-mage pick.
Yeah. That one
so
had us
fucking-
scratching our heads a bit.
Don't need to scratch your head. I'm just dumb.
Okay.
Anyway, it didn't work well. We were all tired, so we took we asked for a short break after that to reset.
Oh yeah, and it really worked, right? We were saying, man.
Yeah. We came back stronger and we decided to just play whatever we wanted, our comfort heroes, whatever we like, and we just G.
Yeah, just G, love to hear it. And that's like the Dota way, right? First 3 games just warm up only, just reset and jumps.
Yeah. That's why I want best of 5, bro.
Yeah.
We show
wait,
up at the end.
Wait, a bit of a question as well. I noticed that you guys kind of brought in a stand-in after that game 3. Was that an intentional decision? Did like what happened to Shisui? Because I remember Shisui, he didn't show up for the first day. So what is kind of like your team structure? Because I'm pretty sure within the first day I saw Mino Tower as well. Or rather he was Tetarik Alamans, right? So
yeah, we just have like 7 members here. So
Okay.
we want to give everyone a chance to play as much as possible. Yeah. And that's about it lah.
yeah, okay. Jerry, do you have any questions for him?
To be honest, not really. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well that's all. I'm sure you're busy and I'm sure you want to get out and get back to your team and just celebrate your win. But big ups to you and well played. That was a entertaining bout of Dota and I'm really grateful that we had that game. Even though you literally made the last game such a painful, suffering revenge for USP. Like you guys literally choked them out for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was an outdraft and we played well.
Yeah.
We just felt good playing those heroes that we like.
Yeah.
I was a literal cockroach on the map.
Yeah, you were literally yeah, you just literally they could not fucking kill you. That was so dumb.
Yeah, I pressed my ulti. I didn't even press my ulti the whole game.
Okay, well, I mean, if that's definitely... I was hoping for the 3-2-2 scoreline, but they couldn't even get a kill, and you're all playing it so damn safe. So, I mean...
Yeah, we didn't want to throw. It's game 5 with full focus and discipline.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely see that, and big congrats to you guys once again. Of course, big shout out to everyone who played, and USP as well. They played a really good game, taking it all the way to game 5, and... with that said, GG's and thank you for joining us, Believer. Do you have any words to any of your friends or RVRC supporters? Because a lot of them, in those 2 games, you guys weren't doing too well. Very quiet, but as soon as y'all started turning it around, all the RVRC believers in chat started to come out from the woodworks. Do you have any words for your fans?
No worries, guys. We're just throwing for the content.
Yeah, throwing for the game 5, throwing for the content. Thank you so much, Believer, for joining us, and I hope to see you next year if I'm still doing this. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, maybe. Thank you.
GG.
Thank you so much for the cast. We
Yeah,
all
no
really
worries.
enjoyed it. Everyone, all of our friends as well. Thank you.
You're
Have a good
you're very welcome. You too. Rest well. You definitely deserve it. GG, and we'll leave you to your team. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, and he's gone. Okay, so back to our call, Jerry.
I mean, I didn't add much to that.